Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how I go about cleaning fabric seats, and these particular seats are in a Mack truck that had 500,000 miles on it, so stay tuned. It's gross, a lot of grease and grime. Thanks for watching. Before I'm going to explain what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to clean my seats in the Mack truck. The bottom section of the seat, that's not good, that's a DeWalt. The bottom section of the seat is fabric, and I guess this is like a 2000, I don't even know, 2006. All right, so right now I'm giving a kind of an overview of the cab of this truck. I also ended up cleaning the floor. I will probably put that footage in another video, but right now you could see the driver's seat cushion. These seats, well, the driver's seat in particular, has a fabric seat cushion, and it had like a vinyl backrest, like the back portion of the seat's vinyl. So this step only applies to the seat cushion on the driver's side. The passenger side, I do the whole seat. The whole thing is fabric, top and bottom. Right now I'm showing you I have a Ridgid 5 horsepower, 4-gallon vacuum that I'm using in this to extract any remaining water that was left in the seat cushion after I used the Bissell Spot Pro extractor, which I'll put links in the description to the Amazon links. You guys can click on there. I actually got that extractor on sale, I think, for $89 2 years ago on Amazon. Now I just checked it the other day, it's about $170. So right now you're seeing me, I'm spraying an all-purpose cleaner. Cut 3 parts water, 1 part cleaner. It's a Gliptone Ultra Cleaner. That's what it's called. It's amazing. It works on everything. Interior, exterior, polished aluminum, paint. It does not hurt anything. I've never had any bad reaction with this cleaner. 3 parts cleaner, 3 parts water, 1 part cleaner is strong. This is a strong concentration. So this is the Bissell right now that I use. It's spot clean. I can't think of the exact model number, but I'll have that in the description also. So after you agitate the seat, you're going to use the carpet extractor, and this is the Bissell. It's a 3624. I checked the number. 3624. It's a handheld, portable. It's really for doing like minor spills on couches, or if your cat pees on the rug, you can get it out real quick. But this works great for carpet, and it works great for interior detailing. For under $200 now, you can't beat it. You know, the next step up for a carpet extractor, more like a professional one, is going to be around $400. But as you see here, the all-purpose cleaner is already worked into the seat cushion with a soft drill brush. You have to use the white one. All right. If you use a yellow one, the bristles are very stiff. And if you're working on a car or something that's not as worn as this seat, you don't want to do any more damage to the seat cushion. All right. Because the fabric can get pulled up and it'll look like little pieces of loose. It's basically like the threads of the seat cushion become loose when you're scrubbing it with a stiff bristle brush. So you really got to be careful and use common sense when it comes to this stuff. So what I found when using the extractor, you want to make multiple passes, and it kind of sounds like I'm being a hypocrite right now, but you want to go back and forth with the little red brush on the attachment right here to agitate, all right? The amount of stuff that comes out of these seats is gross, man. It's right there as you get toward the front edge of the seat where the back of your legs rest. This is the most disgusting area. The water was coming out black. And I think a lot of that is honestly the grease from your legs if you're wearing shorts. I mean, if you're driving a semi-truck, this is a lot different than car detailing. People could argue all they want, but this truck, just an example, this has 500,000 miles on it. This truck was a dump truck. Where I'm working is an asphalt company.
So there's tar all over the place. The regular person driving the car is not going to encounter any of this. This is like as gross as it's going to get. And this little machine really impressed me. You know, I had this thing for a long time, and this was actually the first time I used it. Previous to this, I would basically do right here. I would spray the all-purpose cleaner on it. I would agitate it, and I would just suck it out with a wet dry vac. I wasn't putting any water into the seat like a real extractor would do. I would just suck the soap out, and it worked okay. But you know, there was gonna be some soap left in there. But this definitely stepped it up a little bit for cheap. So right here, I needed to do 2 passes. That's what I deemed necessary. It was still kind of gross, and this is the truck I'm sitting in. I don't want to feel like I'm stuck to the seat when I get up. It's the worst feeling ever. So we're going back over it again, and you want to be as thorough as possible. So I'm going to let you guys watch this. I'm going to stop recording for a minute.
Come on, Lily.
All right, so right here in this clip, you're going to see me using the very fast back and forth scrubbing motion. And this really helped to loosen up more of the grime that was in the fabric. This is the second pass with the drill brush, and this is the second extraction right now. And you can still see there's a fair amount of dirt coming out of these seats. But the more you work it, the better it is. Just use common sense and honestly, look at the material of the seat. If you see it start to fray, you got to do not as much agitation and just be gentle. But in this particular instance, I could be aggressive as this seat was in very, very bad shape. All right, so right here I'm jumping up in the truck. I have the Ridgid wet dry vacuum. It's a 4-gallon, 5 horsepower. Has the car detailing kit hose. You can find both those at Home Depot. And I'm using a clear carpet extractor nozzle I got on Amazon. I'll try and put a link in my description where you guys can find that. But all I'm doing in this step is really just removing any remaining water that the Bissell wasn't able to. The wet dry vacuum is going to have better suction, obviously. And this is just one more step to make it dry a little bit faster. I cracked the windows a 1/2 inch, and the next morning when I went into work, this was around 6 p.m. I'm doing this. The next morning at 4:30 a.m. the seat was completely dry. So it worked, and this is pretty much it for the driver's seat. We're going to jump over to the passenger seat right now. All right, so we're getting started here. I have the all-purpose cleaner again. It's the Gliptone Ultra Cleaner. It's cut 3 parts water, 1 part cleaner, and the back seat is not the passenger seat. The back area is not terrible, and there was no issues with the fabric here. So you can see this is the using a DeWalt drill, and I have the soft white drill brush attachment, and this did no damage whatsoever to the fabric. There was no loose threads or fraying, so it is what it is. Even this looks clean. It's still dirty. This is going to be way dirtier than a car. Just having your windows open in a semi-truck, you know, I try to keep them shut when I go to a dump area because it's very dusty. I keep the fan off the engine. A lot of guys drive with the windows open, and that dust is saturated into these seats. It's embedded in there. So right now I'm just using the Bissell, and I am starting to extract. And when you're doing a vertical surface like this, you really got to kind of figure out the right angle to hold this nozzle, because the water is going to obviously go down with gravity. Sometimes it's better to go upside down, sometimes it's better to go sideways. But as you can see in this video, you can already see the dramatic change in the color. So I'm just going to let it keep going a little bit.
So now we got the back done on this. I'm gonna tilt this down and we're gonna do the cushion. Now you can see all the soiled areas right here where it's dark. It could be grease. Someone could have put dirty gloves or...
All right, I'm back. So now we're on the passenger seat. This is the actual seat cushion where your butt would go, and this has pretty decent amount of soil on there, dirt, grease, whatever's on there. I always put my lunch bag on that, and I would get skeeved out knowing that I have to bring it home and put it down on a counter. So I'm happy I got to do this. I also wanted to say the majority of these clips are going to be in 2x, so it's going twice as fast as normal. This is like this whole process honestly probably took me about 45 minutes real time, just the cleaning part. You know, then I had to set up and get my equipment and whatnot. But all right, so right now I am using the Bissell Spot Pro 3624, and this is after we agitate it with the drill brush, which you just seen, and we're just going through and we're working section by section and we're getting out all the dirt. That's it. This does a really great job. I couldn't even believe, as I say it again, how good this little machine works. And I got this on sale for $89. So I would just, if you want one of these, definitely get this first. And I think if this does it on a semi-truck on some really filthy seats, you're probably going to be able to do the majority of your jobs. If you're doing extracting every day, then I'd probably recommend getting more of a professional one. But this thing, and I do professional detailing, this has worked for me. It really has. I'm just going to finish this here, and I'm going to meet you guys in the next couple clips. Alright, so now we're using the Ridgid wet dry vacuum again with the carpet extractor nozzle, and we're just extracting out any remaining water that the Bissell might have left behind. It just has more CFM, it's got more suction power, and it's gonna... This last step basically ensures the seats are as dry as possible before I'm done, you know? After this step, if you were doing this on a car, I would probably put a fan inside, and help speed the drying process up. That's what I would personally do. But you can see there's really not that much water left. This is in 2x speed too, so it looks like more is actually coming out faster than it actually is. But like I said, after I think about 10 hours, these seats were dry totally. The next morning when I went to drive this truck, they were perfect. I'm going to put the links to everything in behind. There's that one stain on that back left corner right there that just bothered me. I didn't have my steam cleaner with me, and like I said, I can't get that out unless I had some steam. I think it was grease or it was some sort of gum that was worn in. I really couldn't tell. I don't think it was gum. It was some sort of just bad grease from the truck. But everything else, the seat came out brand new. This is basically the whole process. The next clip, I'm going to show you guys how dirty the water was. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it if you subscribe and you like my videos. And I'll keep putting out some really disgusting detailing videos, mainly with semi-trucks. And I got some paint correction coming up. I have a lot of metal polishing videos I'm going to put up, washing videos.
That is so disgusting.
So, thank you guys.
That is the water that came out of 2 seats. It is absolutely black and disgusting. We're going to flush it.